All right, guys, this is the video for Unit 4A Inequalities, lesson 4A.1, Reading Inequalities. These are going to be quick little lessons, so make sure if you're absent, you come back and make sure you watch them, okay? So an inequality is a mathematical sentence that uses symbols to compare. Inequalities have more, getting a phone call, decline, sorry, have more than one value that makes the inequality true. So what that means is when we were doing equations, we had something like x equals 7, and this was that only one value made this sentence true. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to end up seeing that there are many more values that make our sentence or our statements true, or mathematical statements true. Okay, so equalities, those are the ones with the equal sign in them. Oh, look, only have one value that will make the equation true. So that's what this one's talking about, something like x equals 7, okay? All right, so let's talk about all these symbols down here. So we've got the equal sign. So some key words or some phrases that go along with this that you may see, like when you're talking about word problems or something, the word is a key indicator that you're talking about something that's equal rather than an inequality. So x is 7. Okay, that's kind of what that statement says right there. Another one is equal to. Y is equal to 7x. Okay, so if we were reading that statement somewhere, we would be able to write that as y equals 7x. This one is less than or greater or equal to, sorry. So remember, this is the alligator, like I can't remember the alligators. Sorry, I wasn't taught with the alligators, but so we always read from left to right. So whatever's here is less than whatever's over here. The bigger side, the alligator's mouth is open to the bigger side. So some key terms and phrases: less than or equal to, no more than, no greater than, at maximum, or up to. Okay, these are all words or phrases that you may see in a word problem or a sentence that would let you know that it's less than or equal to. Okay. Remember, this bar means here, it means that it can be that number. So if I have x is less than or equal to 7, it means that it can be 7 or anything less than 7. Okay, I'm going to jump over here to this one really quick, and we're going to talk about this one. This one is just less than. So this one was less than, this one's less than or equal to. That's why it's got the bar here. So fewer than would be another one that you would hear, and then below is another one also. Okay, if I had this, these ones are not the same. Okay, this one means that it can be equal to 7 or anything less than 7. X is less than or equal to 7. This one just says x is less than 7. So it can't equal 7, but it's anything less than 7, including 6.99999. Okay, that's less than 7. Okay, but it can't be 7. Okay, the same with these two. These two are similar, but not exactly the same. So this one's greater than or equal to. Okay, there's those or equal to because they've got the bar under them. No less than, at least, or minimum. So if we had this, x is greater than or equal to 12, this would mean that it can be either bigger than 12 or equal to 12. This one over here is greater than, so notice how I didn't say or equal to there, more than, or above. Okay, so if I had something like this, again, these are not the same. They're close, but they're not the same. This one, 12 can be an answer. This one, anything bigger than 12 can be an answer, including 12.00001. Okay, that's bigger than 12, but you cannot have 12 as an answer. Okay, that's the difference between them. Okay, so a couple key points. We always want to read the variable first. So if by chance you got something that looked, oh, well, here, so we're going to read it like this. So if we have an X here, we're going to read this as, I don't know why I just wrote that so small. We have an X here. Okay, this is going to be read as what numbers are blank dot 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 less or greater than 20. What numbers are greater than 20? That's when the variable is in front. What numbers are greater than 20? This one right here, when X is right, or whatever variable, it might not be a variable. This one we're going to read as negative 8 is less than, and then right here, what numbers? Okay. Now you could read it from this way. I know that we've always taught you to read from left to right, but sometimes it's easier to read it from this way, but you've got to make sure you read it with this being the opposite. So right now, if I'm reading from left to right, this is less than. If I come over here and read from the variable, I'm going to read X is greater than, or what numbers are greater than negative 8. Okay, you can't still say less than there. I know it's a little tricky, but you guys will get it, I promise. All right, let's do some practice. We're going to practice writing statements. So write an inequality for the situations below. So this is going to be really helpful. You're going to want all these little key terms and phrases right close to you. So we've got X is less than negative 5. So if we come over here, you can see that this one is less than or equal to, and that didn't say or equal to. It just said less than. Okay, so the less than point right there, that keys us in to let us know that it's going to look like this. And then X and negative 5. X is less than negative 5. What numbers are less than negative 5? So give me an example. Write a couple of examples down. Some examples would be that X could equal, remember it's less than negative 5. So if you're looking on a number line, okay, I've got 0 here, negative 5 is right here, and I need numbers that are less than it. So to the left of it, okay, so like negative 6, negative 7, negative 8, negative 100. Okay, these are all examples of being less than negative 5. Okay, the next one says Mary ate more than, so that's our key word right there, more than 12 cookies. So if you come look at this paper right here, you can see that more than is right here. It's not the greater than or equal to, but it's just the greater than. So, and we're just going to give some variable for Mary. Well, you could just even write it out. You can put Mary ate more than 12 cookies. Now you could just make that a variable, make it X or M or whatever. So that would look like that. So then when I do ask you how many cookies did she eat, technically she could have eaten 12 and a half because that's more than 12. She could have eaten 14. She could have eaten 25. She could have eaten 100. Anything more than 12. Not 12, but more than it. Okay? John owes no more than negative 10 to his mom. Okay? So if I go over here, no more than is right here. So it's going to be this less than or equal to 1. So John owes less than or equal to negative $10 to his mom. So we're just going to write that with a variable this time. Okay. And it seems kind of strange to owe somebody negative money. So does that mean his mom owes him money? I'm not really sure how you owe somebody negative money, but we're going to go with it. Maybe that was supposed to be a positive and we just has a typo there. So that means less than negative 10 would be like negative 11, negative 12, negative 13, okay? or no more than. Okay. All right, I'm going to let you guys do these 3 on your own. I'm going to come down here. Mr. Randall's class needs to practice their instruments more than 90 minutes every week. Shade the students who practiced enough. So they need to practice more than 90 minutes. So if I look over here, more than is right here. So it means greater than. Okay. So more than 90 minutes. That means if they practice 90 minutes, they didn't practice enough because they need to practice more than 90 minutes. So Ian, since he practiced 91 minutes, practiced enough. So we'll shade him in. Greg, who practiced only 35 minutes, didn't practice enough. Tyla, who practiced 2 hours and 15 minutes, practiced enough because 2 hours is 120 minutes, plus 15 minutes is 130 minutes. So she ends up practicing 135 minutes. So that's way more than 90. And Andrea, who only practiced 88 minutes, did not practice enough. She's close, but she still needs 3 more minutes of practice. Okay, now we want to write an inequality statement that matches the inequalities below. So basically, we're doing the opposite of up here. So we have these, and now we want to do what's up here. And you can just do them like this one. You don't have to make up unless you want to make up a story problem. So I'll do the first 2 with you. So this symbol is this symbol right here. So we can use any of these that we gave, and there may even be other ones that you can come up with, but we'll use above. So X is above, whoops, I forgot is above 16. Okay. This one, oh, that's the same symbol, so I'll let you guys do that one. We'll do this one right here together. So that one is this symbol right here. Okay, so we can use any of these key terms. So we've got less than or equal to, no more than, no greater than, maximum up to. Let's use up to. That looks like a, so this should say -8 is up to X. Okay, that means that there are numbers that are greater than or equal to -X, but it only goes up to it. Okay, that's as least as it can be. All right, you guys do those 2. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to do on your own. And I know we're gonna do, because we did 4A and 1 and 2 together in class, I'm just gonna do it together on the same video. Well, no, I'm not. That way they're not so long. Okay, we'll start the next one.